Hello, it's Godchild, and welcome back to another video. Tropical Town, part 86. By the way, before I get any further, a reminder to stay encouraged, positive, and determined. And for those that don't know, that's actually my YouTube channel, Moto. Just in case y'all didn't know. And by the way, if you want to be a doctor, you could. If you want to be a nurse, you could. If you want to be like a marine biologist or a zoologist, no, you just gotta put your mind to it. It won't happen overnight. Whatever thing you want to be when you grow up, or if you're like working on a journey or something career wise, no, you could get there. You just have to put your mind to it, and again, no shortcuts. It requires lots of determination, any of that. Whatever, no matter what you want to pursue in life, no matter how big or small. Oh god, literally, no matter how big or small, it'll take some time. Oh my god, it's email button. Okay, this nuts. All right, I forgot I put crouch or L3. I'm trying to get used to that. Alright, well, anyways, as I was saying though, yes, no shortcuts. In life, you have to stay very determined. Again, none of this happens overnight. Like, you have to earn it, if that makes any sense. Or, anyways, as far as Minecraft's concerned, um, as of the last video, which was actually a live stream, um, so as of that video and the video before that, so, like, the last two. Hold up. Okay, I guess I can't. Whatever. Anyways, as I was saying though, there was a certain feature in my PS5, but that's besides the point. Alright, fact of the matter, oh god, this emote, but if I don't turn off this email button, it's gonna really mess up this entire video. Hold up. Gosh. What an embarrassing way to start. Um, my gosh, no. And then my controller has stick drift, wonderful. Oh boy, what an embarrassing intro. And my controller died. Well, not necessarily, but it did, what's it called? It disconnected, make matters worse. This is such an embarrassing intro. It happens though. Alright, anyways, as I was saying, so as for the last two videos, and well, one of them was the live stream, which was part 85, and part 84 was the video. Anyways, as for the last couple of, parts of the series, I've been trying to make a spider farm because I have a spider spawner, a dungeon, and because of that, I decided to try making an XP farm, as you can see. Anyways, feel free to pause the video. As you can tell, I have a spyglass. If you can't tell, and hold on, I might to get some more torches or something, and it also doesn't help because it's nighttime right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I should for sure need a bed ASAP, as soon as possible. ASAP. No. No. Oh, thank you, skeletons. Is it raining, bruh? Alright, all I gotta do is find a bed and I'm good. Let me go to the village. I just don't have a choice right now. Right. Also, by the way, if y'all have channels, I'd love to subscribe. I want to help the people out. And by the way, about my channel, just know y'all genuinely don't have to subscribe to me. Like, it means a lot. But just know that I'm considerate, and I just do what you feel at heart. I don't pressure people, unlike every other channel. Like, and I don't like pressuring. I don't know, just something about it. It disgusts me, if that makes sense. I don't have a problem if people do that. But just like every other channel, I really don't want to like force my viewers to. Really, it's just personal preference. Do what you feel at heart, and you genuinely don't have to. Okay. You're not being it's not, you're not, I'm not a dictator, if you will, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not forcing you. Alright, but anyway, about this task at hand. The spider spawner. So this is a dungeon. Okay, yep, there it is. There's the spawner. Right here. So it's, again, feel free to pause the video. And then you go down here. Spiders fall. And then they go here. This has been my XP farm I decided to make. There's definitely some adjustments I could do, I'm just lazy too. Anyways. So that's enough with the XP farm, okay? Now that's already made. However, I'm gonna do some other stuff in this video since I've already done that two videos in a row, 2 episodes of Tropical Town. So that's that. Alright. Anyways. By the way, never give up on your dreams, okay? As I stated earlier, before I had those like weird technical difficulties, it doesn't happen overnight. Please stay determined on whatever you want to do in life. It's very important. Also, if y'all want, I could actually, some live streams I might do. I don't mind having them as Q&As while just playing, but I could answer some questions. I don't mind doing that. It's serious. I also would like to have a separate series, kind of like a Q&A, but not necessarily like one. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, a series though of like what y'all like feedback, constructive stuff, constructive criticism. Oh, so I need to fix my controls. There's a problem here. I have to fix something. Why is drop D-pad? No. I don't like doing stupid D-pad, to be honest with you. Alright, anyways, oh my. Make matters worse, controls are messed up. Well, that's fine, it happens. I can fix that mistake if you. It's fine. It's alright, okay. So, anyways, here's the reason it's called Tropical Town, but I was saying though. I remember. And yes, this actually isn't a map. I have to go very far away. It's over here. It's all the way across. There's a very specific reason I call this World Tropical Town. You'll see why. But as I was saying though, I don't mind having a series of like constructive criticism, like of things. Y'all could be very honest and like bold about stuff that should change on this channel, or to keep things the same. Like like almost like a voting platform, like a different series, if you will, or just other topics too. Like what y'all would want me to talk about, for instance, or maybe what you'd like for me to focus on, per se. Also, by the way, just know y'all, if I make a series on either of these, a Q&A or construct, like, like ideas, or just being bold and like, being for real, like being you, being yourself, in other words, type of thing. Know that I'm not gonna I'm never gonna play emergency games on my channel. I actually made a video on that a while ago. It was an Uno video, please check it out. That's probably the video I think is, in my opinion, the most important video in the history of this channel. Because, I mean, it just is. Reason being, I just don't want to talk about it, but basically, not really many people notice. Especially if you're, just hearing me out online, like you are. I'm a YouTuber. But basically, it's only noticeable if you know me in real life, right? But basically, alright, before I get further, know that I am not making this up. I'm not, I would never do that. If there's one thing I hate, it's when people make up stuff thinking they're cool. That's really messed up. It's so dumb. It's ruined. It's not good. It's so messed up. It's super rude. No, don't do that, by the way. Be yourself. However, that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is, you know, I might know sarcasm fluently. I might know what religion is. For those that don't know, I'm Catholic. You know, I might know religions as a topic. I might know how to do sarcasm and sarcastic humor and stuff like that. I have manners. But what if I told you I wasn't always like that? Wasn't always had never. Oh, I didn't always have manners. I didn't always know sarcasm fluently. I also didn't know religion at all much until I was like, I want to say I was like 6. Anyways, if you see where this is coming, I don't blame you if you don't know. But basically, what if I told you I actually have autism? Internet Godchild, why are you bringing this up? Well, the reasoning is I can't play MRD games not because I don't want to, but because it's bad for my health. Here's how. If I was to play a game like Call of Duty, for instance, I'm telling you, the stress afterwards, like the aftermath of the nervousness, like the nerves in that game, it would escalate. Like, I can't even explain it. It cannot be explained. It's so hard to explain to people. But basically, my brain's wired differently, and it's just really horrible. Like, it lingers on me way longer than like most people, and it cannot be compared. It's horrible. It's awful. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't, I really truly would not feel alone. Thank you. Also, it's a lot. Hold on, give me a second. Anyways, as I was saying. Yeah, but if I was to, you know, play video games, it wouldn't go well. It would not get anywhere close to going well, sadly. It would be bad for my mental health, per se. Like, it would not be good for me. Anyways, the things I have that make this more, like, just so y'all have an idea. I get scared of things I shouldn't be scared of. Alright? I have anxiety. Well, anyone could have anxiety, but, like, if y'all were to put, let's just say, like, even the, like, slightest of scary movies, I'd have the worst anxiety possible. And it's way more severe than, like, someone without ASD. Alright? And for those that wonder, I'm a high-functioning level 2. I'm just here because I want to advocate for people as well. Alright, the second thing I have is I don't notice the difference between left or right for crap. Excuse my language. But genuinely, I don't have that for anything. Like, I don't know which direction left or right is. Like, I don't know either of my hands by heart or legs, to be honest with you. Like, I get confused. There's also a plethora of things I get weird, really, like if anyone was to tell me something weird, I definitely would be more sensitive and concerned. Oh, and by the way, I'm more prone to insults. I'm way more prone to insults than someone without ASD. Like, it would, again, linger more. I also used to have, not quite anymore, thankfully, but, mainly when I was younger, I used to have, like, these strange, like, times. I don't know how to say it. It's hard to explain. But I used to, like, have these, like, I would get sensory fast. That's exactly what I'm trying to talk about. Like, it's a little bit better now. It's decent at best, progress-wise throughout the years. However, I get, it's called, I remember the term about, like, my brain's wired differently. Okay, folks. Okay, y'all. So that's one thing, but I get sensory overload, and it's really bad. Like, that's literally why I don't play stressful games. The only, like, FPS games I'd play, not in any order, are Fortnite and Marvel Rivals and Paladins. I don't play COD, I don't play Halo, I don't play freaking whatever it's called. I don't know. I forgot the name. Like, I don't play Overwatch, I don't play 5K. If I was to play any of these other shooter games, I would definitely not be stable. Like, it's hard to explain. It's neurotic. That's all I can say. Also, there's a lot of, like, certain topics, like, for example, I don't understand a lot of various things. Like, I could barely do math to save my life. I could barely, like, read consistently, if you will. You know? There's even some words I don't even know the meaning of, and I should know the meaning, if that makes any sense. I don't know where I'm coming from. However, I don't know, a lot of stuff is just really confusing for me. And I got lost in subjects quick, and the list goes on. I also have these weird, like, fidgety times that I try to, if I end up getting censored, I really just mute myself because I don't want to be embarrassed. And also the reason I sound less severe right now, that's only because I'm recording a YouTube video. Again, if you were to know me in real life, that would be different. You would know it in an instant. That's because I'm occupied. I don't know how to explain it here. I also always feel self-conscious because if anyone was to, like, you know, let's say, I don't know, if I was to be friends with someone new, right? It would be so hard for me to explain, like, why I don't play games to begin with. And I also, man, it's so hard to explain. I don't know. My Uno video, I had it way more well said, that's for sure. I'll put a link in the description when this eventually is uploaded. If that makes sense. Give me a second, I'm trying to think. Where's the links down? Oh, it's over here. I hope y'all see where I'm coming from because I have this diagnosed. I just don't. It's just difficult for me to explain, if that makes sense. It's hard. But if you know, you know. And by the way, I'm not saying that to just say that. I'm being completely serious. I have lots of. I have proof, but I just don't want to share that because, well, it's personal. But I do have proof. It's annoying though. By the way, if you were to see someone that has ASD, please know that do not try to diss that person. Please know that it would affect them more than it would affect you, like the person who's trying to insult that specific individual. Like, don't call them an R word. Like, just don't do that. Be nice, be kind. Like, it would truly make their day worse than if you were to insult someone that doesn't have ASD. I'm telling you. I just hope my viewers see where I'm coming from. Bear with me. I'm having some problems thinking. Oh yes, and any like stress-inducing game, I play in moderation because of this reasoning I just tried explaining. And I hope I explained it. I hope it makes sense. Also, if anyone cared, I actually have this in my genetics too. I have so many people that have it. It's horrible. I get sensory by eating certain foods too, and it's what goes on. I can make an entire thing about this, but it would make me tired. It would make me so mentally drained. However, there's some things I had note from this. Being on the spectrum genuinely made me like a. Alright, by the way, I said disclaimer, know that this is subjective in the sense of like, how do I say it? This could vary. Like, I'm a high functioning too, mind you. So this might be different for any other, for like most people. Some individuals may be more for than others, or less. However, I'm trying to use my channel as well to like advocate for ASD because I have it. And hold on, bear with me. Pause the video. Alright, so my viewers, I hope that made sense regarding the reasoning on why I don't play memory games. Look, I've actually made a separate video on this, I don't know, over a month ago, I'd like to say. I made an entire video dedicated to this reasoning, and I hope it makes sense. The video I actually had dedicated to this was way more in depth and well said. This video, I just, don't feel like talking about it. It'll take me forever. And therefore, I don't really have, like, the capacity right now either. However, I hope at least some of you out there see where I'm coming from and know that you're not alone. I also have sensory overload things and a bunch of other ASD symptoms that I just don't want to talk about because it will make me feel sad. Also, if you know anyone that might be on the spectrum, please don't call them an R word. They don't mean harm. Us people that are on the spectrum. Look, we don't know better. All right. Don't be mean. Okay. Shouldn't be mean anyway, but especially not to someone that's literally disabled. Okay. Yeah, y'all can call me a liar in the comments. I'm not. It's true. Alright, the only reason it doesn't seem like it is because I'm well occupied and doing something I care about. If I wasn't doing this, it would be extremely obvious. However, I just want y'all to know that if anyone out here in the world has this, please know that you're not alone. I'm telling you, you're not. It used to be a lot worse. However, with various treatments I don't want to talk about because it's personal, I was able to overcome a good amount of it. Not quite all of it. Yes, I still have a lot of things I need to fix. And there's things I wish I could fix, but probably never will, to be honest with you. Sugarcoat not at all. And yes, I just sadly can fix it. But you know what we could manage? What we could do in the right side? We could always remember that we have each other, and therefore, don't feel alone. And again, do not insult someone that might be well in this, because I swear if you do, then they're gonna feel way more pain. Like me, for instance, we will feel, especially to people, we feel way more pain than it's especially if it's like an insult than someone that is not on the ASD scale. It's such a giant discrepancy. It cannot be understated in one bit. Look, I don't want this entire Minecraft video to be like some rant over this, because I already made a video dedicated to this exact reasoning. However, I hope that makes any sense to at least one person that may see this video eventually, because I again care about the people and want to help out. Anyway, I gotta be brief. I gotta be fast in this video because some reasoning I'm not gonna talk about. I'm gonna really rush. I have some other stuff to think about. If you know, you know. To think about stuff I'm not gonna talk about in this video. Hold on. Alright. Also, to my viewers, I'm gonna switch the subject actually, to be honest. It's too much. And yes, I already made a video dedicated to this exact reasoning. It's titled Untitled Chapter, and it's based on a true story. I would never fake something like that. I find it, again, very disgusting if people do so. It is embarrassing. Anyway. Look, once I put both of these parts of the video of the same video together, then you'll see where I'm coming from. You'll see. Anyways, as a reminder, know that if you want to be a doctor, you could. If you want to be a nurse, you could. If you want to be a teacher, a zoologist, or marine biologist, you could do just that. You just have to put your mind to it. Because again, that does not happen overnight. None of this happens overnight anyway. So now, as I was saying, yes, it's hard to explain. I was explaining about why I, like, my limitations and my limitations with the person. In other words, it's difficult to notice, but I actually have ASD. However, I was explaining that in the first part of this video until my internet decided to crash, sadly, so there's a huge chunk of, that being gone. Anyways, in the bright side, because I don't want to, like, oh dear. There might be background noise, and if there is, I apologize, y'all. I really hope the background noise doesn't get severe. It might, I may not, it might. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about the background noise. Because now my family's here. So if y'all hear some background noise, I genuinely apologize. I really hope that's not the case though. I really hope I don't end up hearing, y'all end up hearing some background noise, and I'd apologize if you do so. Anyway. Again, I actually have a video more dedicated to that topic. That I was referring to. I'll put it in the, what's it called? I'll put it in below the description, just so y'all know. And anyway. Also, the reason I didn't do an intro this time is because I already did so. This is just going to be a little bit of an extension of that exact video, because I lost track. Also, if y'all wonder what this series is, it's called Tropical Town because of one reason. Alright, hold on, let me go to settings briefly. This is what the world's called. And for those that wonder, yeah, but this is all survival, see? People who use cheats, I'm sorry, don't do that. That's whack. Anyway, that's besides the point. However, yes, I play legit survival, and I hate keep inventory with a passion. I despise it. It ruins the fun. Anyways, that's besides the point. That's off topic. However, yes, I do not like keep inventory. It's whack. Same with creative, in my opinion. Oh yeah, something else I remembered as someone that's, in the spectrum. I have, it's something that how do I say it? It's like, in recent times, I'd like to say, it's not as bad as it used to be, right? And yes, if you didn't know, actually, I'm a high functioning level 2, and just know I'm not just saying that, I am. It's hard to notice because I know sarcasm fluently, which took me years to understand. Trust me, I didn't always know what sarcasm was. Mind you, there was a time in my life I didn't even know that was ever a thing, to be honest with you. Okay? I also didn't know what religion was until I was like, or understood it until I was like, I want to say I was like 11 or 12. Alright. Besides the point. I'm just telling you that because, well, one, that's practically some of the reasoning why I'm like shy. Don't make as much commentary content as I do non-commentary. So I hope that makes sense. And that's literally why. And it's also because where I am, it's so noisy, and I genuinely don't want to like have like, how do I say it? My videos would end up being like really mid, not even mid, like just genuinely horrible quality, if that makes sense. Oh my god, I lost the Wi-Fi again. Please no. Okay, this is unacceptable. I need to fix something. Yep, T-Mobile's gonna keep messing me up. Please tell me this will not crash again. Okay, I hope my footage is it's what's it called. I hope my footage is intact. Last time it literally kicked me out of Minecraft, and I had to trim that part. And that's exactly why I'm gonna merge this to one video at some point. Hold on. Okay, so besides this, okay, I don't want to explain this more because I have a video that I literally dedicated talking about this. Also, if y'all want me to, I don't mind making a part 2 at some point. I'm up for it. It's not gonna be anytime soon, but if y'all want a better understanding, I could make like more of a deep dive. A second video dedicated to this exact reasoning. Anyway. Also, due to some hardships I've gone through in life, that's genuinely why. One thing I'd say on the bright side is I am very good at thinking outside the box. I have great memory. So with that being said, I'm very good at thinking outside the box, thankfully, which I wasn't always. Okay, look, just to have the knowledge I have now, it took me forever. And when I mean forever, it took me ages. Okay, I can't even explain that. Like it's so hard to explain. It just is. It's difficult. It's something that like not many people would get. All right. However, if y'all so happen also be like, again, if y'all wonder, I'm turning to another picture, or those like wonder. However, for those that are like more severe or less severe, please know you're not alone, and we're in this together. Even though probably not know anyone that know that we're in this together. Okay. Anyways, but as I was saying, the good things, the bright side. One thing I would say is I'm very good at thinking outside the box, which I wasn't always. I'd like to say at the age of 7, or I don't know, when I used to be a toddler. I'm really older now. So I'm not gonna. By the way, I don't want to talk about my age. It's secret. It's hidden. All right. Y'all will never know it. But my point is, and please respect that. But my point is, it took ages to understand stuff. However, the good thing is, now that I do understand certain stuff, depends on what, keyword depends on what, I honestly want to make the world a better place as much as I could. Like, I want to be a positive impact, a testimony. And I hope y'all see why. Since my iron armor's gonna start breaking, I might as well make copper armor, sure. Okay, I think I might just have barely enough for, yep, I have had enough. This isn't the same, but if we're gonna be talking bang for your buck, then sure, this would be decent. This would be a decent pair of stuff. Okay, So we'll put the armor away. In the meantime. But yes, as I was saying though, what do I mean by making for the positive place? Well, I want to, that's one thing. Two, another thing I'd say is, I have like, I don't know how to say it, it's difficult to describe on the videos, it makes me nervous. Oh yes, one of the ways I'm more different from some people, but in a good way, in the bright side. Like the pros I have are I would say I'm definitely more empathetic. Like I have way more empathy than a lot of other people, which not everyone has, especially if you're on the spectrum like me. Which I'm grateful. I have a lot of things I'm stating here because again, not everyone has this. I'm just putting that out there briefly. Alright. Look, I'm not gonna keep rambling much about this as much because I don't want to be like sad. However, please know that if you know anyone that's like this, like me, know that please don't curse them out. Don't be mean to them. Don't call them an R word. Don't say anything whatsoever, even if it's not cause. Don't be mean whatsoever to that specific individual. They will be way more affected. It wouldn't go well. Okay, it would backfire. Be nice. Oh, anyways, as I was saying though, I also think of like these interesting concepts. Well, I can't really think of any right now, but like I think exceptionally well in certain areas, and I'm grateful I could. Like not all people are this fortunate. I wish people were though. Hold on, I gotta think. Where's this one thing I was gonna look for? Is it black amethyst? No, I don't think it is. Okay, well I definitely have to organize this whole camera. Finally, I remembered one of the things. What makes me stand out would be I'm surprisingly talented. Like I never thought I'd be that, and I'm not being arrogant. Okay, just know that I'm not even talking about like YT. I'm talking about real life, like actual stuff, like genuine talents that aren't video games, if you will. I'm good at baseball. I'm pretty good at. I'm decent at and good even, like just good. Good at basketball. I'm great at drawing. All right. I'm great at drawing. I I enjoy taking care of cats. Like I have a plethora of stuff I enjoy. As far as thinking outside the box, I really want to make the world a better place. Like I feel like disrespect is, well, obviously, if we're being realistic, yes, it would be almost impossible to like to completely change everything because it's there's too many people are doing that. It's horrible. But it never hurts to try, and guess what? One positive thing a day, like just one positive word, could make a huge difference. And I'm telling you, it could be super valuable. I just want y'all to know that. Anyway, I'm gonna talk more about Minecraft because I don't want to get emotional or something. All right. Also, I have a video dedicated to this anyway. I'll put it in again, but in the description below. I have to still do the timestamps on it though. So, but if y'all like, I have a good amount of them already. I just have to get to them. It's a long process. It was a pretty long video actually. Anyway, I'm going to do this. So basically, I'm gonna get some lapis, of course, as you could probably imagine. I'm gonna see the difference between, like, the enchantment difference of something that is copper and iron. Because I know gold armor, you get, it's horrible durability. It's not that, it doesn't say how do I say it? It's not that strong. It breaks quick. It doesn't have that consistent or versatile durability. But I do know for a fact that the enchantments on it are really good. So if copper's slightly cheaper than iron for like every other reason, I wonder if this would have better enchantments. Well, this enchantment table isn't that good, so I'm not sure, I guess. Hold on. Okay, I have to level this up, that's why. Sure. I could do it actually. I have wood, and I have books. Bear with me. Where are the books at? If I was a book, where would I be? Where are the books? I had books here. I thought I did. I literally did. Where are the books? I had them somewhere. Where are the books at? Like, for real? Man, I can't find them. Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna find that. I'd say the way I think outside the box mainly is it's in a decent amount of ways. However, I'd say I'm very creative, like in the sense of like art. I'm good at drawing. I'm very good at drawing. I'm also that's honestly why I enjoy Minecraft so much, is because like it's more than just a game. It's like a video game equivalent to, I don't know, like Mega Bloks or Legos or something like that. Like it's art. See this here? That's an entire art. And honestly, I have better worlds than this, but one thing I will say is if y'all were to put me in like a, I don't know, hypothetically, if anyone was gonna make a like a top 5, top 10-ish Minecraft players of all time, know that I would never put myself there. I'm not arrogant. I can't do it. I'm a very humble person. I take being humble very serious, by the way. Look, it's not every day you're to see someone, you know, to manage on a day-to-day basis, even though, well, you know, of course I still struggle, but like in the sense of I have continuity. I'm super grateful for that. I'm beyond grateful. Hold on, I gotta think. Also, on a different video, in another video, probably be like, I don't know, probably a video I might do it another time. Hold up, I have to think. I need to find. I just have to. Okay, there, reach. There. Just barely got the sheep to breed. Hold on, I have wool. It's right here. It's over here somewhere. Okay, well, I guess I'll go back to what I was doing here originally, which was, oh, I remembered. Why did I come here? Well, really? God help. How did I forget? Boy, I don't know how I forgot. I remembered, then I forget. Bruh. Oh. Wheat. Not wheat. Well, it's not wheat, actually. It was wool. Okay. I remembered. That worked out perfectly. Okay, so... By the way, not only will I put this one video find in the description, which I will, when it's eventually uploaded, okay? I'll do so. One thing I'd also do is, hold on, give me a sec, is... Hold on. it's difficult. Can't think. I'm trying to remember. I'm just like stuttering. Having anxiety right now. Some stuff I don't want to talk about. They're not a bad thing. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. Just thinking about just a variety of stuff. Hold on. Let me think. Let me get a cow. Let me. Yes, I guess I'll read the cows as well. Okay, that's good. Hold on. So if I that okay, so I can't find a letter anywhere. Okay, that's fine. One thing, in the bright side, I will say that this seed I got from a content creator. The seed I actually did not find myself. I got it from a YouTuber. So with that being said, I apologize, y'all, for some background commotion. Anyways, the seed I found for this, just know that the seed for this world is, I found it from a YouTuber. So with that being said, I don't, just as a disclaimer, I don't have like, know that the seed I have for this world was what is it called? It was bear with me, forgot the term. It was a set seed. That's what it's called. It was a set seed, and I'll put the seed in the description too. Just know that. For those that are new, if you did not know, the motto of my channel is to stay encouraged, positive, and determined. It's very important. And again, I have a dedicated video, and yes, the reason I said that is because there's a stronghold down here. And I made a video on, what's it called? When I found the stronghold to begin with, which I already knew where it was anyway, to be honest with you. Because this is a set seed. I found this from a content creator that, well, make seed videos. I have the video somewhere. I don't have it liked, actually, but I do have it saved. So that being said, I've actually credited this creator before. I've put like a disclaimer that it's not, I did not find the seed. And I put even the link of the channel in his video, so I'll get to that eventually. Anyways, the real reason I came here to begin with was because I need bookshelves ASAP, and I really need to. I might as well do something about my enchantment table, if I'm being honest. That would just make sense. What's my pickaxe? Yes. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, hold up. In the last 3 videos or more, I think it was like the last 4. Yes, well, I'd like to say the last 4 or 5, so one of those. I was, bear with me. I don't know. I really want to say it was the last 4 or 5. Anyways, around there, or like the last 8 or 9. One of those. Last 8 or 9. Take that with a grain of salt, okay. Anyways, during this like estimated stretch, this Minecraft series, I ended up, since of course this is a set seed, I didn't, this isn't a seed I found myself. This is a seed that I got from a creator. Okay. Guess actually, hold on. All right, y'all. I'm having internet issues, so with that being said, I'm unfortunately gonna have to end this video. Hold on. And there's certain technical difficulties. I'm not gonna stay here. I just don't want to. But in a couple of moments, I'm gonna have to do the outro because reasons I will not talk about. I'm trying to find, where did I come from? Not here. This is where the switch came, but I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it was there. I don't think it was there. Okay. Ooh, I feel like it was up here somewhere. I don't even know if it was there. No, let me go this way. I don't have torches. It's so dark. Alright. Give me this torch. I need to think. Having some issues with my internet. They're not noticeable, but it's because I've been having like these weird lag spikes. I think I might know why. It really mainly happens if I'm recording, and I think it makes sense. It makes like there could be truth to this. Here's why. So first of all, I think it's because, you know, so the reason I'm having to make it like I'm gonna have to merge this video into one huge video. It's because basically my internet keeps going out, but it's not going out. Like I still have signal, but I think there's reasons to it. Let me explain. Basically, I think it has to do with me. If you did not know, I actually record directly from the PS5, and therefore I think I should get a capture card, but they're extremely much, and like the prices are too much. But I think in the holiday season, I might actually invest into a capture card because let's just say I record directly from my PS5, and with that being said, I think the amount of storage my good amount of my videos have, like for talking video length, that really like slows down my PS5. It could lead to crashing that shouldn't even be crashing. If that makes any sense. I don't know if you see where we're coming from. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna stack up because I cannot find the thing. There, I'm back. There, we're here. Okay, nope. Oops. Okay, good. I'll go this way. No, wrong way. So hold on, briefly before I do the outro because there's too much like interruptions I'm having to deal with in the process. So hold on. Some random errors I genuinely apologize for. Okay, but fact of the matter, I'll just get to this quick. So there's a reason this world is called Tropical Town to begin with. It's self-explanatory. Basically, this seed is on an island, right? It's on an island, okay? So that's one thing. Keep that in mind. It's in an island, right? And then I named it Tropical Town, which in my titles, it's Trop Town. So it's MC Trop Town. MC is short for Minecraft. Trop, it's just like another way to say tropical. It's like it's one of many ways to say tropical. There's a few other abbreviations. They're tropics, and so on. Anyways, Tropical Town. I chose it to name this Tropical Town because it's, well, self-explanatory. It's a village that's on an island. And if you didn't know, I actually enjoy building stuff in villages. Like I build my own stuff that you wouldn't actually find in a village. So that's this is what I just passed. Is the fountain. Feel free to pause the video. It's the fountain. Pretty cool. That's the cave system on how I get to the stronghold to begin with. It's not just a river or like a pond or whatever. Anyway, that is a dock of where my happy gas is. Again, feel free to pause the video. This is a bridge, which y'all would have a better view if I get some food in me. I gotta do this fast. Because I'm in a rush. I have to focus on chores and a bunch of other nonsense. Responsibilities. Alright. I gotta, like, I'm literally trying so hard to hurry up because I have some other stuff that is, how do I say it? Well, unrelated to YouTube. I have some other stuff I have to take care of. Okay. So that's the bridge, that's the bridge, that's the bridge. Okay, hold on. There's no way I'm gonna be able to show everything. This world because there's too much happening. Alright, lastly, this is where I do shoutouts. Feel free to pause the video. This is the shoutout, Hall of Fame shoutout, Honor Garden. Okay, so there. And then lastly, okay, anyways, and then okay, hold on. This is a seafood restaurant. Again, feel free to pause the video. This is probably, in my opinion, the best build I've done so far in this series. So yes, this is the seafood restaurant. I think this is easily the best build I've done so far. All in the shit survival. I do not like keep inventory. That's ruins the fun. It's just not the right way to play Minecraft. However, that's a disclaimer. If you play Minecraft, keep inventory. No, I'm not judging you. However, I just don't like it. It ruins the fun. It just makes it boring. All right. Okay, and then lastly, this is probably the second best build I have in this series, in my book. This is a Catholic church I built for this Minecraft world because, well, that is my religion. I am Catholic. And again, feel free to pause the video. It's what it looks like. And then now I'm gonna end the video because reasons. All right. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, depending on your time zone. Scott, shout out. Peace. Bye, my peoples. Bye, my wonderful folks.